करता हूँ। टाइम नहीं मिल रहा एक्चुअली। यहाँ से जाते जाते 8 बज जाते हैं। 8 से 9:30 फिजियोथेरापी। रिवाइज कर लो। ये मतलब बिना टेस्ट के पढ़ोगे नहीं। This actually problem is I was not getting time till yesterday. Now hopefully I will get some time, because you see even today I started at 1:40. What time I am reaching? This traffic and problem is my physiotherapy. My physiotherapy goes for 1.5 hours after going. But, and then after that I play with my child also for utna to banta hai 15-20 minutes, because most of the time he is sleeping when I reach home. And literally he calls mobile phone as Baba. He calls me as a Papa, but he also calls mobile as Baba. Baba means in Marathi it's Papa. Because most of the time I am on video call with him, so he thinks Papa is that there. Fine. So we are doing the different kind of theories, and one theory was the link theory. Link theory कुछ समझ में आई? क्या है? यिंग की theory, jet stream की theory कुछ समझ में आई? One crux, what is the one crux of the Inca theory? One crux of the Inca theory is he considers the shifting of the jet streams and the jet streams as a barrier for the monsoon. He does not consider Himalaya as a barrier for monsoon. He considers कि westerly jet stream जब ऊपर चली जाती है तो there is no there it acts as a barrier. Himalayas तो barrier है ही, but there is a jet stream which will act as a barrier, and this jet stream after acting as a barrier will result into stopping of the southwest monsoon winds which have the moisture. Once this southwest monsoon winds stop, then they will start giving the rainfall in the form of sudden burst of the monsoon. Fine, ये है यिंग की theory. After the end of the class, कल छुट्टी है, I'll share you one research paper. आप ले जाना जाते समय ही, take the print out. But that is पूरे theories में in that entire printout. This is just for reference कि अगर किसी को extra पढ़ना है, then you can refer it. Otherwise, there is no need of this. In this entire theory, it talks about the thermal theory. We have done this. Air mass theory, we have done this. And Inca theory is all about jet streams. कभी भी जब confuse हो जाओगे तो just इतना याद रखना, jet streams acting as a barrier to stop monsoon winds against the traditional view that Himalayas act as a barrier. यहाँ पे दोनों are the barriers to stop the monsoon wind. Getting it? Now coming to P. Koteshwaram. P. Koteshwaram, while doing the monsoon expedition experiment of Monnex experiment, found that there is an upper air circulation in the form of easterly jet stream. This jet stream, unlike the traditional jet streams, which generally move from, if we consider the jet streams generally move from east to west in a meandering manner. There can be any kind of a jet stream. एक jet stream discover हुई which is flowing only over the Asia, and this jet stream is from east to west. Now, why did this jet stream originate? What is उसका role in the Indian monsoon? Why is it a seasonal phenomena or is it a complete phenomena? Means totally throughout the year. ये सब discover किया गया by the P. Koteshwaram, and therefore we consider P. Koteshwaram की theory as the ultimate theory of the Indian monsoon. But can you see how it is being developed? एक problem solve हो गया कि yes, these are onshore and offshore winds by Halley. Fine. Second problem solve हो गया that ITCZ is shifting by air mass theory. किसकी थी? Real. After the air mass theory, the third problem was solved, that is due to the shifting of ITCZ, what comes is the equatorial westerlies come towards India and they give the rainfall. And now the fourth is ki yes, the jet streams also play an important role. Ki during the summer season in India, there is no jet stream, westerly jet stream. Its place is taken by the easterly jet stream. But what did the Yin say? Yin say that there is only westerly jet stream. Coming to basics, before I go to the peak Otisham theory, एक चीज याद रखना कि India during the winter season has subtropical westerly jet stream which comes from the Mediterranean Sea right up to Bengal. Right up to Bengal in India or right up to Assam in India. Fine? It will go continuously. कब आती है ये? This comes during as soon as the monsoon gets over. When does the monsoon get over? When did IMD has formally declared the end of monsoon? Yesterday. Yesterday has been declared formally as the end of monsoon. Still, there has been too much of heavy rainfall in India. Why there has been heavy rainfall in India? Why some regions are under the flood? We will do it later on. कि इस साल क्या अलग था as compared to the normal, that is the Indian Ocean Dipole and Madden-Julian Oscillation. And thirdly, जैसे ही monsoon gets over India, this jet stream will start coming to India. It will become very stronger during the winter season और ये रहेगी over India till 21st of June. Till the time ITCZ does not shift over India. Why I am stressing this? Because the most common misconception is that subtropical westerly jet stream comes to India only during the winters. यही हमें लगता है. Western disturbances come to India only during the winters. No. Rainfall occurs only during the winters. We will call that rainfall as the western disturbances. But subtropical westerly jet stream कब से है? Winter से 21st of June तक. इसीलिए this jet stream which is present till 21st of June, during the summer when it is blowing over India, it takes hot winds from the deserts of Rajasthan and brings to mainland India, which is known as Lu, brings to the Gangetic plain, which is known as Lu. Lu always blow from west to east. So subtropical westerly jet stream is present towards till the 21st of June. जैसे ITCZ will shift over India, entire this jet stream will shift to the north. कहाँ पे जाएगा to the north? Over the Tibetan plateau, जो Yin ने कहा. अब you see how Koteshwaram has added to this. Koteshwaram will say very briefly. Koteshwaram will say the Tibetan plateau के ऊपर the subtropical westerly jet stream is flowing. Tibetan plateau is the highest plateau in the world. It will get heated up. As it gets heated up, the subtropical westerly jet stream will rise up. As it rises up, it reaches the tropopause. After reaching the tropopause, it will be bifurcated into two directions. One will flow towards the equator, one will flow towards the poles. When it is reaching in the tropopause and flowing, it becomes a geostrophic wind or a jet stream, because that wind is flowing in the upper atmosphere. And you know, any geostrophic wind will get deflected to the right in the direction of its flow in the northern hemisphere. So it is flowing from India towards the equator and it will get deflected to the right. बाकी का jet streams are flowing from India towards the poles and they get deflected to the right. They also get deflected to right. But बाकी का jet streams are flowing in the way you are facing, and this is your right, and they become west to east. But this easterly jet stream is flowing in the way I am facing you, and therefore my right becomes this. So this jet stream gets deflected to the right and वो बन जाता है easterly jet stream. As it becomes easterly jet stream, it will now start moving or dragging the surface winds from the Bay of Bengal, from the Bay of Bengal branch of Indian monsoon, or from the Arabian Sea branch of the Indian monsoon towards India, generally Bay of Bengal branch of Indian monsoon, or जैसे ही Bay of Bengal branch of Indian monsoon enters India, it starts getting heated because landmass is highly heated, and as it gets heated, it will start rising up. As it starts rising up, it starts cooling adiabatically and suddenly start giving the rainfall, जिसको we say monsoon burst. Understanding the Koteshwaram ka theory? So Koteshwaram ka theory talks about the jet stream, the role of easterly jet stream. And role of easterly jet stream मतलब अगर हवा ऊपर जा रही है, if there is any air which is flowing in the upper atmosphere, it will cool, it will go and settle down at some other place, right? If the air is flowing in the upper atmosphere, it is cooling and it will go and settle down at some other place. When it goes and settles down at a place, it results into formation of Madagascar high. Greater the amount of air settling at the Madagascar high, more is the stronger is the surface winds which flow towards India, and therefore Mascarenes high or the Madagascar high, which is formed due to settling of easterly jet stream, results into more and more stronger monsoons over India. Clear? Clear with this everyone? Right? Any doubts? क्योंकि अभी लिखते समय थोड़े डाउट्स आएंगे इसलिए, बट कंसेप्ट इज क्लियर. ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम गायब हो जाएगी जब ITCZ शिफ्ट हो जाएगा, तो देयर विल बी विंटर्स इन नदर्न हेमिस्फीयर. As there is winters in the northern hemisphere, there will be snowfall and extremely cold climate over the Tibetan plateau. As there is cold climate over the Tibetan plateau, westerly jet stream heat ही नहीं होगी. Westerly jet stream heat नहीं हुई तो ऊपर नहीं उठेगी. It will not rise up. As it does not rise up, there will be no easterly jet stream. Getting it? What is easterly jet stream? Easterly jet stream is nothing but a heated westerly jet over the Tibetan plateau which rises up, forms upper air anticyclone, matlab high pressure zone, and then comes towards India as easterly jet. Then it goes towards Africa as Somali jet. Westerly jet stream इसलिए है because there is a temperature difference between the Hadley cell and Ferrel cell. Yes, ये नीचे शिफ्ट हो जाएगी, ये नीचे शिफ्ट हो जाएगी. दिस विल कम टुवर्ड्स इंडिया इन द कमिंग डेज, एंड ये नीचे शिफ्ट हो जाने के बाद पहले ये पोल्यूशन लेके आएगी पूरा उस एरिया का, एंड बाद में बारिश लेके आएगी. इतना नीचे शिफ्ट नहीं होगी, इतना नीचे शिफ्ट नहीं होगी. उसका बेल्ट होगा ओनली द ग्रेट प्लेन्स ऑफ इंडिया, विंध्यास तक. क्यों? क्योंकि प्रेशर बेल्ट्स इतने भी ज़्यादा शिफ्ट नहीं होंगे. व्हाट इज द ईस्टर्ली वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम? इट इज़ द जेट स्ट्रीम ओवर सब ट्रॉपिकल हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट. सो सब ट्रॉपिकल हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट विल शिफ्ट बिटवीन 25 to 35 डिग्री नॉर्थ. उसका आइडियल पोजीशन इज 30 to 35. इट शिफ्ट्स to 25 to 22 डिग्री नॉर्थ इन द समर, इन द विंटर्स, एंड समर्स में वो शिफ्ट हो जाता है टू 40 डिग्री नॉर्थ. गेटिंग इट? और 35 डिग्री नॉर्थ. सो जो महाराष्ट्र हो या पेनिनसुलर इंडिया हो, इट इज़ टू द साउथ ऑफ 22 डिग्री नॉर्थ, इसलिए वहाँ पे कभी भी नहीं होगा ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम. गेटिंग इट? वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम. The links theory, In's theory, and before I go, सविंद्र सिंह ने जो कहा है, yesterday I did not discuss that. सविंद्र सिंह ने जो कहा है pseudo monsoon area, it is mostly on the eastern part of Africa, but एक छोटा part है on the western Africa. What he was saying, he is right, but कल मुझे वो चीज़ें डिस्कस नहीं करनी थी. टुडे आई विल डिस्कस यू व्हाई इट इज नोन एज एन सूडो मॉनसून एरिया. इट इज आल्सो प्रेजेंट इन द गुयाना रीजन, फाइन, ऑफ अफ्रीका. वेस्ट अफ्रीका का छोटा पार्ट इज आल्सो सूडो मॉनसून. ईस्ट अफ्रीका का भी मेजर पार्ट इज सूडो मॉनसून. सो In's theory brought into picture the upper air circulation, and their role in the Indian monsoon. Brought into picture the upper air circulation and their role in the Indian monsoon. Their role in the Indian monsoon. But the focus was on subtropical westerly jet. But the focus was on subtropical westerly jet. This subtropical westerly jet occupies a position over the Himalaya, occupies a position to the north of the Himalayas and Tibetan Plateau. To the north of the Himalayas and the Tibetan Plateau. Acting as a barrier to the southwest monsoon winds. Next line, to the southwest monsoon winds, acting as a barrier to the southwest monsoon winds. ठीक, वही तो इनका प्रॉब्लम है. साउथ ऑफ द हिमालयस तो और होती ही नहीं है, नॉर्थ ऑफ द हिमालयस. कल की ब्लू कलर की लाइन सदर्न ब्रांच समर्स में होती ही नहीं है. सदर्न ब्रांच इज प्रेजेंट ओनली ड्यूरिंग द विंटर्स. साउथ वेस्ट मानसून कम्स ड्यूरिंग द समर्स. See yesterday's diagram and see the blue color ka line which I had drawn. This, he is talking about this, not this branch. Southern branch is present only during the winters. It is the northern branch which is present during the summers. During the winters दोनों branch है. During the summers only northern branch is present. And उसका कहना है कि Himalayas are not the barrier. उसका कहना है barrier is the subtropical westerly jet. Himalayas को winds क्रॉस कर सकती है बट अपर एयर सर्कुलेशन को क्रॉस नहीं कर सकती. दैट इज व्हाट ही इज सेइंग. और इन सिंपल वर्ड्स व्हाट ही इज ट्राइंग टू से, टिबेटियन प्लाटू, हिमालयाज, साउथ वेस्ट मानसून कम्स, इट कैन राइज ओवर द हिमालयाज, राइट, विंड है, इट कैन राइज ओवर द माउंटेन्स, बट यहाँ पे देयर इज अ सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट जिसको वो क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज इट इज फ्रॉम हियर टिल ट्रोपोपॉज. इसलिए इट एक्ट्स एज अ बैरियर. गेटिंग इट? दिस इज अ सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट जिसका जो शुरू होती है और जिसका बेस इज एट 6 किलोमीटर्स एंड हाइट इज नियर द ट्रोपोपॉज. देयरफॉर विंड्स कैन नॉट क्रॉस देम. गेटिंग इट? And thus told that the same statement में thus told that, ये लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं एग्जाम में, this is for your understanding, told that the upper air circulation is responsible for the burst of monsoon. Upper air circulation is responsible for the burst of monsoon. Next, P. Koteshwaram, next paragraph, P. Koteshwaram. P. Koteshwaram, who was the Director General of Indian observatories. who was Director General of Indian Observatories. Indian Observatories IMD जैसा एक डिपार्टमेंट था in 1950s. Indian Observatories. In 1958, in 1958, in International Symposium, on the monsoons of the world. You can directly start an answer on Koteshwaram from here, from this paragraph. On the monsoons of the world. Concluded that underline heating of the Tibetan plateau. Understanding? Keyword is heating, not just Tibetan plateau, heating of the Tibetan plateau. Is responsible for, or is the most important factor for, monsoon type of climate in India. Is the most important factor for monsoon type of climate in India. So, देखो कैसे चेंज हुआ. उसने कहा कि टिबेटियन प्लाटू एक्ट्स एज अ बैरियर, सब ट्रॉपिकल वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम एक्ट्स एज अ बैरियर, इन ने कहा. अब कोटेश्वरम ने 1949 इन, कोटेश्वरम 1952 to 58 स्टार्टेड डूइंग रिसर्च ऑन द मानसून. इसलिए किसी बुक्स में दिया है 52, किसी बुक्स में दिया है 58. इन 52 ही एस्टैब्लिश्ड द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन the heating of the Tibetan plateau and the monsoon. इनने सिर्फ बता दिया था Tibetan plateau and the monsoon. He established a relationship. So इनका basically is not a theory. इनका is a hypothesis. Theory means where you establish a relationship. Fine. You know what is the difference between theory and hypothesis? Hypothesis, you give a statement, but you cannot prove it. Koteshwaram proves it. कि heating of the Tibetan plateau. Therefore, Koteshwaram की theory है. So, these are the recent theories of Indian monsoon. Modern theories में भी recent की theories are इन की theory and Koteshwaram की theory, jet stream की theory. अब गलती मत करना एग्जाम में कि अगर recent theory पूछा for small 10-150 words and you write air mass theory and come, you will not get the marks. You have to write jet stream theory in the recent theories. Getting it? And see, Indian monsoon is still not yet understood, a phenomena. हर साल नए नए parameters पता चल रहे Indian monsoon. The more you study Indian monsoon, the more monsoon makes confusion for you. Example 2017 में अलग pattern, 2019 में अलग pattern. Fine. पूरे India में there is a 33% excess rainfall, except for your districts, right? Drought. Not a single drop of rain. कितना? 2 दिन रेन पिछले साल था, इस साल रेन ही नहीं है. So this is what is the no rainfall. And हालत ऐसी है वहाँ पे कि नेशनल एग्रीकल्चर इंश्योरेंस स्कीम में ज़्यादा पैसे मिलते हैं फार्मर्स को रादर देन फ्रॉम खेत, बिकॉज ऑफ लॉस. सो ये है इंडियन मानसून. वी डोंट नो. अब क्यों है ये रीजन? बिकॉज दे डोंट हैव इरिगेशन. वाई देर इज नॉट इरिगेशन? देर इज अ डिफरेंट रीजन. देर इज नो इरिगेशन बिकॉज ऑफ 72,000 करोड़ स्कैम. 72,000 करोड़ का स्कैम है ऑफ अ प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट कि यहाँ पे इरिगेशन होना चाहिए था, बट एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ लाइफ. मराठवाड़ा रीजन, मराठवाड़ा रीजन, 2-3 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स ऑफ मराठवाड़ा रीजन. Indian monsoon? इतना डायनामिक इंडियन मानसून की यूपीएससी भी पूछता रहेगा, ही इज राइट, क्वेश्चंस भी अलग अलग दे रहा है वो कि 2017 में क्या अलग हुआ बताओ, 2019 में क्या अलग हुआ बताओ. इनफैक्ट जोक्स अपार्ट, योर प्रीलिम्स पहले होता था इन द मंथ ऑफ जून, योर मेंस होता था इन द मंथ ऑफ दिसंबर. ड्यू टू ग्लोबल वार्मिंग दिसंबर में 2015, 16, 13 इतनी ज़्यादा फ्लड्स हुआ इन चेन्नई की यूपीएससी ने कहा मेंस इन द मंथ ऑफ अक्टूबर. अदरवाइज यूज्ड टू गेट इनफ टाइम, 5 महीने मिलते थे बिटवीन प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस. 2016 से यूपीएससी स्टार्टेड टेकिंग मेंस इन द मंथ ऑफ अक्टूबर. Because इससे पहले when the mains used to occur in the month of October, exam prelims used to occur in the first week of May. But first week of May में there were cases in 2012, 2013 when people fainted, one people died. Rajendra Nagar में ही a doctor died because of heat stroke. So UPSC started taking it in the month of June. Next. The Tibetan plateau is an ellipsoidal plateau. Tibetan plateau is an ellipsoidal plateau. At an average altitude of 4,000 meters, at an average altitude of 4,000 meters, surrounded by mountain ranges of 6,000 to 8,000 meters. Surrounded by mountain ranges of 6,000 to 8,000 meters. Why इतना detail में description of a Tibetan plateau is required? Just imagine 4,000 meters का flat plateau which is ellipsoidal, means somewhere it is in greater height, surrounded by mountain ranges of 6,000 to 8,000 meters. Means this entire region is a bare rock, surrounded by bare rock of 6,000 to 8,000 meters. So winters में it will be very cold, but summers में this bare rock is going to get more and more heat. And जो भी wind है, whether it is the subtropical westerly jet stream or any wind, trap हो गई बीच में because surrounding mountain ranges है. There is a बीच में there is a Pamir knot के पास there is a pass, but बाकी surrounded mountain ranges है, air becomes trapped. So that is why this description is important. Understanding? ब्रह्मपुत्रा पे डैम बना चुका है, मतलब they have already made many dams. नहीं, Tibetan plateau, see, this entire is the Tibetan plateau. China is making dams only in some parts here, so it is not going to have major effect. Getting it? Tibetan plateau is a very wide area. So just ये मत सोचना Tibet, ये Tibet है, not Tibetan plateau. When I say Tibetan plateau, means geographical area. Fine? एक मेरा पुराना लेक्चर है YouTube पे. I have told that Assam is not a part of peninsular plateau. Assam is a part of Great Plains, the lower Assam region. And Garo Khasi Jaintia, Mikir Regma are the peninsular plateau. Assam is not Himalayan state. उसके नीचे किसी आसामी लड़की का कमेंट है, इन टीचर को कुछ पता नहीं है ज्योग्राफी, ये कभी आए नहीं है आसाम. आसाम इज नॉट एट ऑल प्लेन. आसाम में मेरे घर के पीछे ही पहाड़ है. फाइन. आसाम में पेनिनसुला भी है. आसाम ये सब. What I was not talking about the state Assam, I was talking about the relief features. So similarly here, we are not talking about the political entity of Tibet. We are talking about this entire feature, which is the Tibetan plateau. Fine? which extends till east of China, and then thoda bahut the China. Getting it? पाकिस्तान से ही नाम है पोतवार प्लाटू, बिकॉज सेम 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 Delhi Ridge or Potwar Plateau, because that this entire Delhi Ridge or Aravallis was very wide area, जिसमें many parts have been now submerged below the alluvial soil. पोतवार प्लाटू ऊपर आता है फ्रॉम अंबाला हरियाणा और सहारनपुर तक, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज नोन एज दिल्ली रिज. बट राजस्थान के पूरे नीचे एनसीईआरटी में दिया भी है स्टेटमेंट कि बिलो द राजस्थान का डेजर्ट इज द पेनिनसुलर प्लाटू. पेनिनसुलर प्लाटू है, दैट इज द सेम पोतवार प्लाटू. See, geographically you will not differ, and वैसे भी पाकिस्तान का many part was, if you read history properly, एक book है Freedom at Midnight, उस book को अगर properly पढ़ा तो you will see that Lahore was one of the most cosmopolitan cities of the world once upon a time. Bombay कुछ भी नहीं था उसके सामने. Lahore was the most cosmopolitan cities, and इसलिए सब कुछ लाहौर में होता था. भगत सिंह पढ़े कहाँ पे? लाहौर में. Many of the topmost freedom fighters all are from Lahore. Look at the past Bollywood, देवानंद से लेके धर्मेंद्र सब कुछ उस लाहौर रीजन से ही है, right? Because it was very much cosmopolitan. Next. This vast bare plateau, receives more insolation during the summers and becomes 2 to 3 degrees Celsius warmer than the air over, becomes 2 to 3 degrees Celsius warmer than the surrounding regions. Full stop. This Tibetan plateau then becomes the source of heat which causes air to ascend, which causes the warm air to rise or ascend. This ascending warm air after reaching the upper atmosphere gets deflected or diverges resulting into formation of an anticyclone In which direction does anticyclone move in the northern hemisphere? Clockwise. This anticyclonic circulation becomes east to west, this anticyclonic circulation becomes east to west over India, resulting into formation of easterly jet stream, resulting into formation of easterly jet stream. Resulting into formation of easterly jet stream. Full stop, draw the diagram. Jet stream westerly, JW, jet streams easterly. क्वेश्चन है बर्स्ट ऑफ मॉनसून का, ऐसे सोचो क्वेश्चन है बर्स्ट ऑफ मॉनसून का. बर्स्ट ऑफ मॉनसून मीन्स क्वेश्चन है रेनफॉल कब होगा. देयर इज नो क्वेश्चन कि विंड्स कब आएगी. फाइन, द क्वेश्चन इज रिगार्डिंग व्हेन देयर विल बी रेनफॉल. सो व्हेन देयर विल बी रेनफॉल, when there is enough moisture in the atmosphere. When there is enough moisture in the atmosphere, when will there be enough moisture in the atmosphere? There will be enough moisture in the atmosphere if the winds which are coming towards India come with high speed over the warm oceans. If the winds which are coming towards India will come to high speed over the warm oceans if more air rises from here, goes, settles at 0 degree equator and then come towards India. Remember 0 to 8 degree koi land mass nahi hai, there is ocean which is very very warm and they will bring more and more moisture. Fir aake due to Himalayas they will stop and then relative humidity will increase to such an extent ki air can no longer take uska moisture, air will start giving the rainfall and that is the burst of the monsoon. So ye kya hai, ye surface winds hai. ये क्या है, ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम में जाके वो सेटल हो रही है, जो हमने परसों डायग्राम बनाया था. गेटिंग इट? जहाँ वो सेटल होती है वी विल कॉल दिस एज अ मैडागास्कर हाई. दिस डायग्राम. Due to the heating of Tibetan plateau, it goes and settles and comes towards India as Madagascar high. Fine? Everyone? Clockwise, can I say India? उसके ऊपर Tibetan plateau. This entire Tibetan plateau becomes heated. There develops an anticyclone. Anticyclone is always clockwise. So ये high pressure है. And ये है anticyclone. How is the circulation? Clockwise. So the southern part is easterly jet stream. यही उसका कहना है. There is an anticyclonic circulation and the southern part becomes the easterly jet stream. Fine? Had it been a cyclone, ऐसे जाती है हवा. Fine? So we know anticyclone is high pressure, जिसमें the winds move in a clockwise direction. So this is how the wind is moving in a clockwise direction. And कितना बड़ा होगा ये anticyclone, what will be its dimensions, etc. is not known because it depends on the heating of the Tibetan plateau. If there is more ice on the Tibetan plateau, there will be less stronger anticyclone. If there is less ice on the Tibetan plateau, there will be more anticyclone. Low pressure, high pressure, upper air anticyclone. Anticyclone not at the ground. हमेशा याद रखना upper air anticyclone. Tibetan plateau पे ground पे there is a low pressure and therefore upper air anticyclone. These black lines are upper air anticyclone. That is why this is bit tough. You have to imagine a lot. Upper air anticyclone, not the ground level anticyclone. Fine? So अगर ज़्यादा heated है Tibetan plateau, if it is more heated, then more stronger is the anticyclone and therefore more rainfall in India. If it is less heated, there is more ice, then weaker is the anticyclone in India. Getting it? And weaker is the monsoon. When I say weaker is the monsoon, फर्क यहाँ नहीं पड़ेगा कोस्टल रीजन्स में, फर्क नॉर्थ ईस्ट में नहीं पड़ेगा, फर्क पड़ेगा सेंट्रल इंडिया में, बिकॉज मॉइस्ट विंड्स हैव टू कम टू सेंट्रल इंडिया. फाइन. सो कैन आई कंक्लूड, लिखना नहीं है बट कैन आई से, ये किसी थियरिस्ट ने नहीं कहा, ये मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूँ, कैन आई कंक्लूड दैट इफ विंटर इज वार्मर देन द मानसून्स नेक्स्ट ईयर आर गोइंग टू बी स्ट्रॉन्गर? इफ देयर इज लेस सीवियर विंटर, then next year there will be stronger monsoon. Why? Because the Tibetan plateau will be more heated. If the winters are very severe, then the monsoon will be weaker. Getting it? So last year ka winter compare karo and this year ka monsoon compare karo. It was much less severe. सिर्फ 15 दिन proper winters था. Getting it? Intensity हमेशा रहेगी 15 दिन की, but duration भी तो होना चाहिए. Intensity तो हमेशा रहेगी. See that 15 days no matter, even if the global warming comes, वो 15 days तो होगी winters. But when we say winters, it should be from December to Feb. Nowadays winter is coming on 25th of December to 15th of Jan. Winters are becoming more and more less severe. So therefore, with the global warming, monsoons are going to be very severe. Only thing is intensity we don't know of the monsoon, whether it will give the rainfall or whether it will cause droughts. Droughts कब होता है? When there has to be equal distribution of the rainfall, but the rainfall is unequally distributed. So one part gets flood, the other part will get drought. Fine? Or when the drought occurs, when there is a flood, generally drought occurs. Why? Because flood में there is so heavy rainfall कि water does not percolate or seep into the ground. वो पूरी मिट्टी को लेके जाता है. It causes landslides etc. And thus ground में से water खत्म हो जाता है. And then it is followed by drought like conditions. There are different types of drought, understand. One is drought which is known as the meteorological drought, which is related to no rainfall, that is his region, बारिश ही नहीं हुई, so that is a meteorological drought. The second kind of a drought is the soil moisture drought. बारिश हुई but there is no trees, there is only soil, and therefore soil due to evaporation has lost the whatever the moisture it is there, that is the soil moisture drought. Desertification of सबसे soil moisture drought will increase. And the third kind of a drought is agricultural drought, कि there is enough rainfall but in the greed for more agriculture production you are not taking the crops which are determined by the agriculture regions. You take sugarcane there, you take cotton there. So what happens, those crops will take away all the moisture and it will result into agricultural drought. The best example is his region only. They first made the agricultural drought and then over the period of time drought has increased. गन्ना लोगे नहीं, sugarcane नहीं लोगे, cotton नहीं लोगे, 3-4 साल तो again the water will come back to its level and this region will become prosperous. But why will they take sugarcane, not take sugarcane or cotton? Because government is not supporting the MSP of jawar and bajra very properly. So farmers are not having any choice but to take sugarcane and cotton. There has been record production of onions this year and see the price. Fine. A price has increased, government has not allowed the export. I'll tell you how the system works. फाइन, अभी 2 महीने बाद ही कुछ फार्मर्स रोएंगे कि प्याज के इतनी दाम गिर गए. So what now government will say? Government will say export is not allowed. Export is not allowed. Some of the traders will start hoarding the onions and they will create an artificial scarcity of the onions. As they create an artificial scarcity, prices will go very high. Then एक दिन government कहेगा, so it is an essential commodity act लगाएगा और कहेगा कि चलो we are now allowing the import of the onions. Government will allow the import of the onions and they will उनका ही stock फिर से market में लाएंगे, showing that it is an imported stock and the prices are going to collapse. Now when they show there is an important stock, because they have helped in import and export, government उनको और subsidy देगा उन traders को, उनको और tax benefit मिलेगा उन traders को, and this is how it plays. शुगर केन प्रोडक्शन इन इंडिया, जब आप पढ़ते हो पेपर में वो सब कि शुगर केन इम्पोर्ट हो रहा है, शुगर केन एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है, कुछ नहीं होता. एक्सपोर्ट मतलब कोलकाता के गोडाउन्स में भरा जाता है और दिखाया जाता है पेपर पे कि एक्सपोर्ट हुआ. दे टेक द सब्सिडीज एक्सेट्रा, वॉट एवर द इंसेंटिव्स देयर आर देयर, एंड देन 3-4 महीने बाद जब स्कार्सिटी आती है तो गवर्नमेंट जब इम्पोर्ट करती है तो कहा जाता है इम्पोर्ट हुआ. फाइन, उन्हीं गोडाउन में से फिर से आता है. दिस इज वॉट हैपन्स इन इंडिया. That is why traders are enjoying in India rather than farmers. You should know some basic things. मतलब उससे answers और अच्छे होते हैं. इसलिए नहीं कि you are this is all good things, because see you buy 60 rupees a dozen banana in Delhi. How much the farmer sells? 5 rupees a kg. This is what he is getting. Fine. You buy onions are 80 rupees. How much is farmer selling? 2 rupees a kg. बीच में का profit all is taken by middlemen. You buy 120 rupees a kg oranges. अब oranges आने दो. How much do farmers get? Export quality 50 paise. Fine. One orange goes for 50 paise export qualities. Non-export qualities, it can range from 10 paise to 40 paise. So 1 kg में 4 oranges, 2 रुपया kilo oranges. How much you pay? 120-130 rupees a kg. Right? The same for apples. Same for any fruit. So जब तक हम middle men को destroy नहीं करेंगे, जब तक हम APMC Act destroy नहीं करेंगे, ये सब चलता रहेगा. Droughts, ये floods, etc. चलता रहेगा. So next point. It finally approaches. This air goes and settles. This air goes and settles. Goes and settles over Indian Ocean, Madagascar and Africa. Indian Ocean, Madagascar and Africa. Comma. And comes towards the western coast of India. And comes towards the western coast of India. As comes towards the western coast of India as the southwest monsoon winds. As the southwest monsoon winds. As the southwest monsoon winds. Next point. When they come to India, when they come to India, when they come to India, due to the heating of the landmass, due to the heating of the landmass, they start giving the rainfall. They start giving the rainfall. And last point in this, इसमें they start giving the rainfall. Last point separately लिखो. The abrupt change in the upper air circulation. The abrupt change in the upper air circulation, in which the southern branch of subtropical westerly jet stream is replaced by the easterly jet is known as burst of the monsoon. So understanding burst of the monsoon. अब GS वालों को ऐसे लगता है burst of the monsoon means rainfall. No. Burst. Jet stream. Jet means jet stream. Jet stream को ही कभी कभी शॉर्ट फॉर्म में हम कहते हैं जेट. क्यों जेट? क्योंकि वो अपर एयर विंड्स है जिनकी स्पीड इज अराउंड 600 to 700 किलोमीटर पर आवर, इसलिए प्लेन जैसा जेट. इतना सडनली पूछा कि मैं पर्शियन गल्फ ही गायब हो गया. Right? You draw this diagram now. Yes. Tell me. Huh? Just a minute, I'll ask. Let me make the diagram. You also make this diagram and then I'll come to your doubt. इज नॉट कमिंग प्रॉपरली, आपका थोड़ा सर्कुलर आने दो. This diagram was given by Kodeshwar. अंडरस्टैंडिंग, वेस्टर्ली जेट इज कमिंग ओवर द टिबेटियन प्लाटू, वही गर्म हो रही है और वो ऊपर हो जा रही है, इसलिए रेड कलर में एंटी साइक्लोनिक कंडीशंस. एंड देन एंटी साइक्लोन इज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, is clockwise in the northern hemisphere. So the southern branch of this anticyclone comes towards India as easterly jet stream. Right? So what was your doubt? Now you ask. Bay of Bengal branch will not enter India till the time easterly jet stream is not there. When the easterly jet stream comes, then only the Bay of Bengal branch is forced to enter India. अब ये बहुत जनरल डायग्राम है. इट इज नॉट दैट ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम विल कवर एंटायर इंडिया. कभी कभी ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम का only this much coverage is there. Sometimes it is covering entire India. When it is covering only this part, the rainfall will occur only in UP Bihar region. This बाकी का region will be dry. Easterly jet stream, जितना ज़्यादा heating उतना wider is the easterly jet stream. अब heating कम कम होते जा रहा है, right? So the anticyclone is becoming smaller. So right now we have anticyclone this way. Smaller anticyclone. And therefore only UP Bihar is getting very very heavy rainfall. Bay of Bengal branch से. Shifting of jet streams. हमेशा. So whenever the easterly jet stream will come, वो सारे winds को suddenly लेके आएगा towards India. जब लेके आएगा तो इंडिया बहुत ज़्यादा गर्म है, इसलिए air will vertically start rising upwards. जब air vertically start rising upward, then it will always be cumulonimbus cloud, and cumulonimbus cloud means thunderstorms. Kal Baisakhi, that is also thunderstorm. No, it is not. I will come to that. Kal Baisakhi वो सब हम पहले theories कर लेंगे, फिर वो समझ में आएगा the Indian monsoon. अरेबियन सी वाली ब्रांच जितनी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्गर है उतना जेट स्ट्रीम से कम फर्क पड़ता है अरेबियन सी ब्रांच को. बट कभी कभी सी इट इज़ ऑल द रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ. इफ द अरेबियन सी ब्रांच इज़ वेरी स्विफ्ट, वेरी फास्ट, then it will not be deflected by the jet streams. But sometimes when the Arabian Sea branch is not that stronger, it will be deflected by the jet streams. Example, this year monsoon should have come to India on 1st of June, but jet stream was very strong. Monsoon came to India on 8th of June, क्योंकि अरेबियन सी ब्रांच पाकिस्तान की तरफ डिफ्लेक्ट हो गई. Now global warming say, we are saying, now I don't know, you must not be knowing this because obvious hai, but one of the impact of the global warming is India will become a desert and the Persian Gulf, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia में monsoon shift हो जाएगा. क्यों? Because जितना ज़्यादा global warming उतना ज़्यादा heating of Tibetan plateau, जितना ज़्यादा heating of the Tibetan plateau उतना stronger is the jet stream, जितना stronger is the jet stream कहाँ जाएगा? So last 3-4 साल से दुबई में ज़्यादा बारिश हो रही है. Dubai is becoming greener. This is what the studies have shown. Why? Because Arabian Sea branch is being shifted westwards. Getting it? एंड जब तक ये अरेबियन सी ब्रांच, जब तक ईस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम डेवलप नहीं होता, तब कोई भी साइक्लोन जो आएगा अरेबियन सी में वो गुजरात को और पाकिस्तान को हिट करेगा. दिस ईयर मई में जो साइक्लोन केम, वंस इट स्टार्ट्स डेवलपिंग देन द साइक्लोन विल गो एंड हिट येमेन, ओमान एक्सेट्रा, दिस रीजन. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? हाँ, अरेबियन सी वाली ब्रांच, बे ऑफ बंगाल ब्रांच तो इंडिया को हिट कर रही है. बे ऑफ बंगाल ऐसे जाएगी अंदर, राइट? ये पार्ट में रेनफॉल बढ़ते जाएगा, नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया डेजर्ट होते जाएगा, क्योंकि अंदर आने के बाद उसको मॉइस्चर कहाँ है. एंड दिस इज व्हाट हैज बीन पब्लिश्ड इन द पेपर, यू हैव studied that also, कि हड़प्पा एंड मोहनजोदड़ो सिविलाइजेशन हैज डिक्लाइंड बिकॉज ऑफ डेजर्टिफिकेशन. कैसे हो रहा है डेजर्टिफिकेशन? धीरे धीरे. अंडरस्टैंडिंग? बे ऑफ बंगाल ब्रांच आते जाएगा, पर तब तक मॉइस्चर ही नहीं है. ये जो पार्ट है इंडिया का, ये डेजर्ट होते जाएगा, नॉर्थ वेस्ट इंडिया. मीन्स योर स्टेट विल स्टार्ट बिकमिंग अ डेजर्ट सून ड्यू टू ग्लोबल वार्मिंग. कोंकण कोस्ट फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, कोस्टल रीजन्स को फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, वहां पे तो लैंड एंड सी ब्रीज भी चलेगी तो रेनफॉल आएगा. ड्रॉट इज बेसिकली इन द इंटीरियर पार्ट्स. एंड सी इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द रेनफॉल इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज मोर एंड मोर. सो अभी तक तो सुना था मुंबई इज फ्लडिंग, केरला इज फ्लडिंग, दिस वाज नॉर्मल फॉर अस, फाइन. नाउ दिस ईयर पटना हैज आल्सो फ्लडेड, दिस ईयर इलाहाबाद हैज आल्सो फ्लडेड, दिस ईयर पूना हैज आल्सो फ्लडेड. What does it show? Intensity of the rainfall is increasing. चलो एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं, जहाँ पे हाई टाइड है, जहाँ पे समंदर है, wherever it is near the sea, there will be flooding at least once in a year during monsoon, because you cannot control the natural calamities. But Patna, in the retreating monsoon, Patna flooding in Kosi, we can understand it. And you see how, because Patna does not sell, मुंबई सेल्स, सो मीडिया शांत है. आसाम डज नॉट सेल, JNK सेल्स. अगर ये JNK में बाढ़ होती तो पूरा हल्ला हो जाता, फाइन. बट पटना नोबडी केयर्स. सो दिस इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग. आसाम में हर साल JNK से बहुत ज़्यादा बाढ़ आती है, बट इट डज नॉट, वो आदत पड़ गई है लोगों को, आसाम में बाढ़ आनी है, फाइन. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, thus Koteshwaram has proved thus the Koteshwaram has proved that the summer monsoon in India, underline the word summer monsoon in India, summer monsoon in India is directly related to the heating of the Tibetan plateau. Flon, (1960), Flan 1960. And Monex expedition 1970s have shown that the easterly jet stream does not come into existence the easterly jet stream does not come into existence if the snow over the Tibetan plateau does not melt. If the snow over the Tibetan plateau does not melt. याद रखना कोटेश्वरम की थियरी खत्म नहीं हुई है, ये आपको बहुत शॉर्ट में करना पड़ेगा. अंडरस्टूड ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट. अब कोटेश्वरम क्या कहता है? वी आर डूइंग द मॉनसून टाइप ऑफ क्लाइमेट. सो देयर इज, रिमेंबर, मॉनसून टाइप ऑफ क्लाइमेट का आंसर विल बी हाफ इफ यू डोंट टॉक अबाउट विंटर मॉनसून, अनलेस जो एक पास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चन हमने देखा था, दे हैव स्पेसिफिकली आस्क्ड समर मॉनसून. बट मॉनसून मीन्स विंटर्स एंड समर्स. इंडिया हैज 4 टाइप ऑफ क्लाइमेट. You should know. One is the dry summer season, one is the southwest monsoon season, that is wet summers, third is the retreating monsoon season, and fourth is the northeast monsoon season. Fine. So with the shifting of ITCZ, with the shifting of sun, ITCZ नीचे चला गया. When the ITCZ has gone down, all the pressure belts also come to the south, so India come under the influence of high pressure belt. Due to the high pressure belt, the हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट के ऊपर क्या है? वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम है. इफ यू रिमेंबर, हमने डायग्राम बनाया था हेडली सेल के ऊपर द वेस्टर्ली जेट स्ट्रीम इज. सो एंटायर नॉर्थ इंडिया बिकम्स अ हाई प्रेशर बेल्ट ड्यू टू हेवी स्नोफॉल. सो सरफेस पे इन द नॉर्थ इंडिया ड्यू टू हेवी स्नोफॉल there is an high pressure, but the highest high pressure is in northwest Tibetan plateau, Himalayas, due to snowfall. This entire region becomes an high pressure belt. Where is the ITCZ? ITCZ is somewhere in the south, fine, in the southern hemisphere, and therefore winds start blowing from high pressure. They get deflected due to the Coriolis force to the right, and these are known as the northeast monsoon. As you can see, they originate on the land. ये पूरा land mass है, therefore they are dry winds, except some winds which travel over the Bay of Bengal, pick up moisture, hit the Western Ghats and give rainfall to the Coromandel coast. So northeast monsoon mein what we have the rainfall over the Tamil Nadu coastline. Why? Because they pick up moisture from the Western Ghats. In the upper atmosphere there is a jet stream. जो पहले jet stream यहाँ पे थी, now it is coming to this part. So it is coming towards India. Now due to the height of the Himalayas, it gets bifurcated into 2 parts. एक आती है North India में, and एक जाती है to the north of the Himalayas. Because it is coming from the Caspian Sea, Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea region, it is moist. And since the temperature is less, relative humidity becomes high and it starts giving light rainfall. बहुत heavy rainfall नहीं देगी because there is not so much moisture. This light rainfall here or light snowfall here is what is known as western disturbances. Disturbance means rainfall. Why disturbance means rainfall? Because geography is Eurocentric. Eurocentric means बहुत ज़्यादा European approach है geography में. In that regions, when the sunshine is there, it is good for them. When the rainfall is there, it is bad and depressing for them. So they will always call instability, disturbance as a rainfall. कहाँ से आ रही है? From the west. Therefore, they are known as western disturbances. Getting it? Fine. This is what is the south northeast monsoon. और जैसे ही ITCZ will come here, क्या गायब हो जाएगा? ये पूरा ऊपर की तरफ जाएगा. It will get heated, then it will form anticyclone and that will give rise to the easterly jet stream. Clear with the monsoon? Retreating monsoon में north east winds बनना शुरू हो जाएगी. Retreating monsoon, good, he asked the question. I forgot to tell you one simple point. Retreating, this is when the ITCZ is here, monsoon. Fine. When the ITCZ starts going back, retreating monsoon. When the ITCZ goes to the southern hemisphere and the snowfall starts, winter monsoon. Getting it? Ab when the retreating monsoon starts, ITCZ means low pressure. Low pressure जैसे जैसे हिलेगा, जैसे नीचे जाएगा, as it will start going down, what will happen? This will start becoming a high pressure. So when the high pressure will start coming, initial 15th September, इस साल थोड़ा late, 1st October, 15th September to 15th November or 1st December is the season जहाँ से high pressure, low pressure starts going over India. That is retreating monsoon. When the high pressure totally moves, when the low pressure totally moves over India and India comes under the high pressure, that is the winter season. In दोनों समय winds are northeast in nature in North India. So both of them, retreating monsoon हो या winters हो, is known as the northeast monsoon season. Fine. Now imagine a condition in the month of October, 15th October to December के आसपास, ITCZ will be somewhere over here. It will not be completely over India. Winter शुरू होने से पहले ITCZ will be somewhere over here. Understanding? Very, very important concept है ये. ITCZ will be somewhere in the center part of India. 15 December को monsoon is going to withdraw from Kerala. We have seen that. ITCZ will be here. What is ITCZ? Is it equatorial region or outside equatorial region? This, it is outside the equatorial region. And ITCZ is nothing but the zone of junction of northeast trade winds and southeast trade winds. As the ITCZ is here, this is a low pressure belt. The winds will start rising up. But because this is outside the equator, Coriolis force is higher. Understanding? As this is outside the equator, Coriolis force is higher, and when these winds will collide, वो घूमना शुरू हो जाएंगी. And this will result into formation of cyclones. So अब क्या आने वाला है इंडिया में? Cyclones. This is the season of cyclones. If this ITCZ is near the equator at its original position, Coriolis force is 0 at the equator, so घूमेगी नहीं. As though घूमेगी नहीं, there is no question of gradient wind, and फिर cyclones नहीं आएंगे. But because it is over the outside the equator, Coriolis force is high, and therefore this is the cyclone season. So cyclones generally come in this season, and because the sea is warmer due to summer season, cyclones will become very dangerous. Andhra, Orissa coast. Getting it? And lastly, therefore cyclone Fani, which came in May, should not have been dangerous, but it became very dangerous. That is why we say cyclone Fani is the rarest of rare cyclone. Getting it? So what is required for cyclone is ITCZ, presence of ITCZ. Clear everyone? This season of cyclone is retreating monsoon. When the cyclones stop and entire India comes winters, except for this part is the winter season. But दोनों समय कौन सी winds है? Northeast trade winds or the northeast monsoon winds. Clear? So next, winter monsoon. Obviously answer will be very small in the winter monsoon. Monsoon, वो हम टॉपिक वाइज करेंगे. पहले हम कोटेश्वरम की थियरी, फिर सीजन्स, फिर व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ब्रेक. नहीं ब्रेक्स नहीं है कोटेश्वरम की. ब्रेक्स मॉनेक्स एक्सपीडिशन के बाद पता चला. सो याद रखना, योर एनसीईआरटी का चैप्टर ऑन मॉनसून इज नथिंग बट कोटेश्वरम की थियरी. एक्सेप्ट कि नाम कोटेश्वरम का नहीं है. सो जो भी आप मानसून के पढ़ते हो सारा कोटेश्वरम की थियरी. यू डोंट स्टडी फ्लॉन, यू डोंट स्टडी यिन, यू स्टडी कोटेश्वरम. Now his question is regarding the breaks. Yes, we are going to do breaks, short note, western disturbances, short note, criteria for retreating monsoon, short note, criteria for advancing monsoon, short note. एक क्राइटेरिया है रिट्रीटिंग मानसून. क्यों IMD ने कल ही डिक्लेयर किया? बिकॉज वन क्राइटेरिया इज इन द लास्ट 5 days देयर शुड बी नो रेनफॉल. दैट इज वन क्राइटेरिया. Consecutive 5 days में if there is no rainfall in this season, then only we say monsoon has withdrawn from India. Getting it? Winter season. This is a season of outblowing surface winds. Outblowing surface winds which blow from northeast to southwest, These winds are dry winds. These winds are dry winds. Next point. During this season, the upper air westerlies dominate. During this season, the upper air westerlies dominate. Upper air westerlies dominate. And due to the topographical obstruction, of Tibetan Plateau, it is split into two branches. The southern branch comes towards India. Bringing western depressions. Over India, which are responsible for light rainfall. During summers, during the winters, which are responsible for light rainfall during the winters. Conclusion. इनको ही देना. हाँ? अगर आज आ जाते हैं तो आज. Next. T.N. Krishnamurthy. Anant Krishnan. And ISMEX, capital में ISMEX. that is Indo-Soviet monsoon experiment. Indo-Soviet monsoon experiment. Monsoon experiment, Indo-Soviet monsoon experiment, have collected extensive data to solve the riddle of monsoon. To solve the riddle of monsoon. Riddle of monsoon. And have come to a conclusion that Tibetan plateau, and have come to a conclusion that Tibetan plateau plays the most important role. Plays the most important role. Monnex experiment in 1979. Monnex experiment in 1979 have established the importance of El Nino, La Nina in the Indian monsoon. Establish the importance of El Nino, La Nina in the Indian monsoon. अब कुछ small topics regarding the monsoon. Obviously for paper 2, ये paper 1 के नहीं है, these are all for the paper 2 only. Monsoons in India, or the monsoon season of India. I will not dictate this is just for understanding. We will do this from the GS point of view, जिससे हमारा answers और अच्छे हो जाएंगे. So we have the 4 seasons in India. Understood, Koteshwaram Osab? So we have the 4 seasons in India. सबसे पहले season is warm or hot and dry summer season. This is from March to May. Then we have the next season, that is the hot and wet summers. See, we are in the tropics and इसलिए हमारे इसमें spring being नहीं होना चाहिए. Understanding? अब coming to one paper of GS2, जो मैं अभी नहीं discuss करूँगा, that is comes in the physical geography, कि half of India is located in the temperate zone, half of India is located in the tropical zone. Why India is considered as a tropical country? So उसका answer is different. India is considered as a tropical country because point number 1, climate of India. लिखो कुछ मत, सिर्फ सुनो अभी. We know that this half of India is tropical. अब ट्रॉपिकल में दोनों है, सब ट्रॉपिकल भी है, ट्रॉपिकल भी है. सब ट्रॉपिकल मीन्स आउटसाइड द इक्वेटोरियल रीजन. फाइन. This half of India is temperate. And area wise, area to the north of the Tropic of Cancer is twice than the area to the south of the Tropic of Cancer. कितना है? Twice than the area to the south of the Tropic of Cancer. So India का major regions lies in the temperate margin. Still India is known as a tropical nation. Tell me why. What is your point? ब्रिटेन में भी है कोस्टल एरिया नियर द इक्वेटर. उसका one reason is natural. Understand this. लिखो कुछ मत. Natural reason is the temperate regions of India during the winters have the climate, minimum climate is around 5 degrees Celsius, right, during the winters, which is equivalent to the temperate regions of the world. But the daytime climate in the other temperate regions of the world is 18 degrees Celsius, while India may, during the winters, the daytime climate temperature may go as high as 32 degrees Celsius or more than 25 degrees Celsius. If any region is having more than 25 degrees Celsius daytime temperature, that means it is tropical region. Understanding? हमारा winters में daytime temperature is not like Iran, 10 degrees, 12 degrees. So, daytime temperature in India will be about 25 degrees, 28 degrees, 29, 30, 31. Second, summers में the temperate regions of this India during the summer season have the temperature in the excess of 40 degrees. 40, 45, 50 degrees is very common here, which is tropical. Fine, ये है natural reason. दूसरा है cultural reason. Cultural reason, culturally, temperate is known as the developed region of the world, and tropical is known as the underdeveloped region of the world. So India किस में आता है? Developed में या underdeveloped में? Underdeveloped. And therefore, problems of the tropical countries are common to India. Now, what are the problems of the tropical countries? Very high population and population density, low per capita income, high level of poverty. ये सारे tropics के problem है. Identify a single temperate country जिसमें ये problems है. Population कम है. Population कम है, problems खत्म है. Right? Imagine had India not been that populous, so क्या आप coaching institute में होते? नहीं, because इतना competition ही नहीं होता. जो पुराने लोग IAS बने हैं, कभी कभी मेरे को भी लेक्चर्स देते हैं, हम तो ऐसे हुए थे वैसे हुए थे बिना कोचिंग किए, तुम लोग क्या कोचिंग करते हो? मैं पूछता हूँ तब क्या थी? I ask them a simple, I don't ask them, मैं मन में पूछता हूँ उनको, right? So I ask them कि what was your competition? How many people knew about the vacancies? How many people had access to the employment news? How many people were English educated? और सबसे मेन 87 तक तो प्रीलिम्स ही नहीं थी, आपका तो फर्स्ट स्टेज ही आप क्लियर होते थे. Understanding? Most of them are lawyers because law was GS. So this is what is the problem. Second, temperate regions of India has chikungunya, dengue, malaria. Now these are the diseases only of the tropics. These are never found in any temperate region, chikungunya, dengue and malaria, but this is there. Why? Daytime temperatures. And lastly, because like any tropical region, social capital is low in India. What is social capital? The trust factor between the population. If someone tells you in India कि ऐसे करो वैसे करो, आप ज़्यादा doubtful हो जाओगे. But if someone tells this in the US या Germany, Europe, you will follow that step because you trust that person. Understanding? So social capital is less because of caste, creed, etc. So कल के mint में there is a very good article regarding urbanization in India and caste factor. अभी तक there was a thing that urbanization in India will destroy the caste, but right now they have given you कि how caste segregation is also occurring in the urban India. Fine. अभी हमें आर्टिकल की ज़रूरत नहीं है. We will be just taking the case study from that article and writing for our answers. So that is the reason we call India as a tropical nation. The third type of a climate in India is retreating monsoon season. This is from June to mid-September. Retreating monsoon season is from mid-September. जो इस साल it has been declared in October to December 1st. And fourth, we have cold and dry winters from December to Feb. Now, थोड़ा इसमें एनालिसिस याद रखना. This is the season in India. This season in India has dominance of local winds. You had asked me a question regarding Kal Baisakhi. This is the season in India जहाँ पे there is a dominance of southwest monsoon winds. And these are the seasons in India जहाँ पे there is a dominance of northeast monsoon winds. Southwest monsoon winds के साथ there is easterly jet. Northeast monsoon के साथ there is westerly jet. We had done one statement that India is the monsoon type of climate par excellence in the world. Right? Now, why is this statement? This statement is because you can see in the other monsoon type of climate, there is just reversal of surface winds. In India, there is reversal of even upper air circulation. And jahan there is a reversal, wahan that is monsoon type of climate. Clear? So coming to the first type of climate, that is the hot and dry summer season. Now this is entirely paper 2. अभी तक जो हमने किया, that was paper 1. This is entirely paper 2. क्या क्या लिखोगे आप? It starts from the month of March. 21st of March के बाद the sun starts coming to the northern hemisphere. As the sun comes to the northern hemisphere, India starts coming under, getting heated. Because the India starts getting heated, India starts developing a low pressure belt. As the India starts developing a low pressure belt, is the low pressure belt well established over India? नहीं. March में the low pressure is well established over southern part of India. April में the low pressure is established over central India. May the low pressure is established over the North India. And thus, because the low pressure belt is not well established in this season, there is no winds except some local winds. And what are these local winds? The local winds in this season is, अगर ये heat हो गया, तो winds will start blowing here. And you will call them as mango showers or blossom showers. Many people call this as cherry blossom. Wrong. This is cherry blossom is in Japan. These are just blossom showers because coffee plantations blossom. Q, Western Ghats get heated and therefore winds are pulled. They are forced to rise up on the Western Ghats and therefore there is conditional instability. Conditional instability results into development of thunderstorms and very heavy rainfall. जब तक easterly jet stream is blowing over here in India, as there is enough moisture here in this region, अगर moisture थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, तो यहाँ पे there will be low pressure system developed and फिर the winds due to heating will start rising upwards. As they start rising upwards vertically, they will develop cumulonimbus clouds. and when they develop cumulonimbus clouds they will give rainfall, very heavy rainfall, and इसको यहाँ पे कहा जाएगा आंधी, and यहाँ पे कहा जाएगा इसको काल बैसाखी. Why it is known as Kal Baisakhi? It is known as Kal Baisakhi because of the cumulonimbus cloud will block the sunshine and it will reduce the insolation. So the region will become blackish and therefore Kal. Why Baisakhi? Because this dry summer season is also the month of Baisakh as per the ancient calendar. Fine. Kabhi the rainfall does not occur, but the westerly jet stream is still blowing, and when the westerly jet stream is blowing, it brings hot wind from the desert of Rajasthan, and this hot wind which blows here is known as Lu. ये सब कौन से सीजन में हो रहा है? Hot and dry summer season. Fine. So 2-3 points I will give regarding the hot and dry summer season. पास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चंस है यहाँ से, हाँ पेपर 1 में भी है, पेपर 2 में भी है. एग्जामिन द लोकल विंड्स इन वर्ल्ड एंड लोकल विंड्स इन इंडिया. सो इवन इफ द क्वेश्चन कम्स रिगार्डिंग द लोकल विंड्स इन द वर्ल्ड, पेपर 1 में मेक अ स्मॉल डायग्राम दिस एंड शो द लोकल विंड्स इन इंडिया. चाहे उसके बारे में लिखो मत, सिर्फ एक कंक्लूजन में सिमिलरली देयर आर न्यूमरस लोकल विंड्स इन इंडिया विच आर फाइन. कुछ नहीं, मार्क्स लेने हैं हमें. यू हैव टू शो द एग्जामिनर दैट यू नो द, यू हैव द नॉलेज. क्लियर? कोई डाउट यहां पे? सो द hot and dry summer season, March to May, starts with the northward shift of the sun. Starts with the northward shift of the sun. In this season, देखो GS नहीं है, ये ऑप्शनल का पॉइंट है. Don't write this point in GS. Warm pool in this season, warm pool, WARMPOOL, pool, establishes in the Arabian Sea. Establishes in the Arabian Sea. This is very strong. This is very strong during the Feb to May season. Feb to May season. Feb to May season. ये मिनी अरेबियन सी में वार्म पूल एस्टेब्लिश हो रहा है, मिनी वार्म पूल. एंड व्हाई दिस मिनी वार्म पूल इज देयर? रिमेंबर ओशन करंट्स, ऐसे घूम रहे ओशन करंट्स यहाँ, वार्म ओशन करंट्स. बिकॉज ऑफ द मिनी वार्म पूल इवेपोरेशन हो रहा है. इवेपोरेशन इज गिविंग मॉइस्चर टू मैंगो शावर्स एंड ब्लॉसम शावर्स. जीएस में हम सिर्फ पढ़ते हैं कि रेनफॉल होता है, बाकी के सीजन में क्यों नहीं होता? ये पूछना चाहिए ऑप्शनल के स्टूडेंट्स. हीटिंग तो हर साल होने वाली है. व्हाई ओनली? बिकॉज बाकी के सीजन में winds are coming but they don't have enough moisture, but due to the establishment of warm pool in the Arabian Sea they have enough moisture and they will give the rainfall. When the rainfall occurs, either coffee flowers will bloom, blossom showers, or either mangoes will start ripening, mango showers. Those who are from peninsular India, you know your mango season is from March, April, May. Once you come to North India, mango season starts from June, July, August, September. Why is this so? It is because of heat and humidity. Peninsular India में mango नहीं मिलते जून में. This Arabian Sea warm pool, this Arabian Sea warm pool helps in the formation of pre-monsoon showers. प्री मॉनसून शावर्स. मॉनसून से पहले बारिश, तो उसको हम कहेंगे प्री मॉनसून शावर्स. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. कभी कभी अरेबियन सी का वार्म पूल बिकम सो स्ट्रांग कि इस साल जैसा साइक्लोन आ जाता है. विच साइक्लोन केम इन द अरेबियन सी दिस ईयर? Fani came on the eastern coast. There was one more cyclone on the western coast, which was striking Gujarat. Vayu. Understanding? It is all related to the Arabian Sea warm pool. बस मेरा ये कहना है कि साइक्लोन्स पे अगर क्वेश्चन आता है, एक पॉइंट आपने डाल दिया अरेबियन सी वार्म पूल का, उसको अंडरलाइन किया, इज इट नॉट समवॉट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द सेम आंसर्स विच एवरीवन इज राइटिंग? एक दो मार्क्स एक्स्ट्रा. So that is why use this information. डरो मत इस इंफॉर्मेशन से. जैसे इसका सर अभी घूम रहा है. You should know how to use the information. You should not be afraid of the information. Next. On the mainland India, low pressure gradually moves northwards. Low pressure gradually moves northwards. Along with the northward movement of the sun. But as the pressure system, full stop के बाद, but as the pressure system is not well established, therefore wind system is not established. Next point. विंड नहीं है, देयरफॉर कौन सी विंड्स डोमिनेट करेगी? स्मॉलर विंड्स. लोकल विंड्स डोमिनेट इन दिस सीजन. Local winds dominate in this season. One, mango showers and blossom showers, which are pre-monsoon showers. In Kerala and Karnataka. Second, on the evening thunderstorms. In North India. These thunderstorms in West Bengal are known as Kal Baisakhi, are known as Kal Baisakhi. In Assam अगर लिखना है तो बाकी याद रखो, it is known as Bardoli Chira. Now देखो क्यों उसका नाम थंडरस्टॉर्म है. उसका नाम इसलिए थंडरस्टॉर्म है, क्विकली in 2 minutes, because low pressure becomes intensified. So wind आती है, हीट अप हो जाती है, इट स्टार्ट्स वर्टिकली राइजिंग अपवर्ड्स. जितना हीट विंड स्टार्ट्स वर्टिकली राइजिंग अपवर्ड्स, उतना इट स्टार्ट्स कूलिंग, राइट. व्हेन इट स्टार्ट्स कूलिंग मीन्स उसके अंदर की जो हीट है, इट स्टार्ट्स गिविंग टू द सराउंडिंग एटमॉस्फेयर. As the wind is going upwards, it will start cooling, it will start, उसके अंदर की जो heat है, is the heat great? Yes, we have just seen 702 kilocalories. बहुत पहले देखा था हमने. So which is known as latent heat of condensation. As it gives to the surrounding atmosphere, this low pressure becomes intensified. As a result, wind from the far off regions comes in this region and it starts rising upwards. Vertical rise of the wind result into formation of one cloud, which is known as cumulonimbus cloud, which is always in this shape. Why it is always in this shape? Because winds after going upwards will get deflected. अगर नीचे साइक्लोन है तो ऊपर एंटी साइक्लोन होगा. As it goes, there is a vertical wind shear, मतलब कुछ हवा ऊपर जाएगी, it will cool and it will start to come down. But नीचे से हवा उसको ऊपर फिर से फेंकेगी, and this will give rise to the vertical wind shear. Vertical wind shear will result into separation of charges. कि this will become positive and this will become negative. Negative charge will settle at the bottom, positive charge at the top. And as a result of this, there will be lightning in the cloud. With the lightning, there will be sudden expansion of the air because of electric current, heat, and they will make sound. And isliye they are known as thunderstorms. Getting it? Fine? And third, dry, fatal, and hot. Known as right. This is a research paper on Indian monsoon. So आज जाके घर पे properly करना. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me. This is nothing but a very proper understanding of the monsoon. It has all the views what we have done. Keep this as an extra reference. Fine. I'll stop here today a bit early because I have to go to their class. मैं Wednesday को थोड़ा extended class लूँगा. Wednesday नहीं, Thursday. परसों दिखाना. तुम लोग मेरे साथ ही चल सकते हो. We are going to the lecture ना? कि नहीं जाना है? नहीं जा रहे हो? I can drop you there if you are going. You got it? Fine. एक छोटा assignment is the role of global warming in the monsoon. अगर ढूंढ सकते हो तो ढूंढो. Fine. And फिर जो मैंने presentation देने के लिए कहा था, we'll do that day after tomorrow because वो topic है. What is here? हाँ, इसमें मुझे cover करना है. Role of global warming on Indian monsoon. What was your presentation regarding? Pollution. So I wanted that. The global warming and pollution in Indian monsoon. मतलब you will give only on pollution, I will give you the entire global warming. come on Thursday.